Hey YouTube, this is the Exterior here. I know it's been so long and you have missed me. I've missed you too. Exterior Nation, heartfelt apologies, but I'm here and we're going to talk today about how you get an agent. Hit that intro. Oh yeah, I haven't made an intro yet. Crap. Alright, so today we're going to go completely uncut. Completely because I've promised this video for so long and it is time. It needs to happen. Okay, so this is going to be uncut, unfiltered, just let's get some information out to the peoples that need it. That means you. Okay, so if you're looking for an agent, which is one of the biggest steps or hurdles that a lot of people get into, you don't have to have a reel. A reel is great, but you don't have to have one. What you do need is a picture of yourself and a resume. A third but optional thing is we'll talk about a letter of recommendation. So first and foremost, let's talk about what's on your resume. Whoop. All right, so today we're gonna look at a resume. This is my resume, very, very basic. You'll notice that everything's on the left justified. I'll put the date up here and you can actually get the date to be, you can get like a macro to actually put that date in, auto-populate the current date. It's a good idea to always update this so that people think, oh, he's constantly updating his resume. So you print out a new one of these every time you go to an audition. But here at the top, we have my email. Then we get down into my, all of my specifics. Then we talk about my television, film. You can also do like theater here. You can do different headers. If you don't have a whole lot of stuff, we're just trying to bulk out the page. Then we come down here into the training, talk about, we're going to break this up into 3 columns, and intro to acting, Katy Conservatory, and the instructor there at the top. If you have a degree, put that at the very, very top. Mine's a Bachelor of Applied Arts and Sciences. And then, yeah. Then you'll come down to special skills. Special skills is a really, really vague kind of idea. This is something like if you have whistling or if you play golf or something like that, that's where you put that information here, and they like to know this stuff. Teleprompter is really useful in case you've got a lot of stuff to read for a script, say like it's a industrial kind of film. Very, very useful. Okay, so that's the very first thing, is you want to write yourself up a resume much like this, and I can link mine down in the description below and give you guys a chance to actually just copy paste and put everything in here. This is what I got my agent with. This is the resume I got my agent with. Okay, coming down, let's talk about headshots. These headshots, you'll notice they're in 2 different frames, are the, I took this headshot myself. You all can take your headshot too, and you can go into portrait mode on a lot of more modern cell phones and stuff like that, and actually get some really doggone great photos. What you want to do is you want to do it in portrait landscape, like up and down. Put your cell phone on like a timer or on a tripod and take this photo. Lighting outside is best. As you can see, I took my photo outside. This is all done by me, and then I went in and I edited it and cleaned it up just a little bit. Now, we can talk about why I have 2 different photos here in a second. Basically, the idea was that you can go to any agency in the DFW area, and I'll put a link in the description, and I forget the name of their, hold on a second, I got it, where is that? This agency right here, Headshots to Go. Headshots to Go was really headshots2go.com was really fantastic. I put in my order, and within a couple days, they had these headshots printed up for me, and I went in there and I selected by my agency. So for instance, you can go and select the Klutz agency headshot frame, and then you can print one up for that agency. Now what I recommend with all of this is that we're going to apply to every agency we can get our hands on. Just do it right now, because there's 2 reasons why you might get an agent, and we'll talk about that here in a second. Next up, this is the optional thing. This is Derry Hayes. Derry is a fantastic instructor at Katy Conservatory. He's been in the industry industry about 20 years. Really great dude. He helped actually guide me through this process the first time I did it. And so this is I'm going to do a review of his class here in the next week or so. And that was his first intro to television class. A really great dude, really fantastic. This is a letter of recommendation from him, and it really helped out because the agent that I went to actually talked about being familiar with Derry's work. Okay, next up, hold on. Let me put you over here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, there you is. There I is. What? 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 Oh, ow. A new camera. I'm figuring it out. New camera. It's so pretty though too. Okay, so another thing that we need to do is we need to put these out to every agency we can find in the DFW area. And I found 9 agencies. I'm sure there are more in Dallas. I found 9 agencies in the area, and I went ahead and applied to all of them. Now, what I did to send these out is I made cardboard cutouts. I bought a piece of not a piece, but a cardboard box that was still flat, hadn't been folded open yet. You can get them at Walmart for like a couple bucks for one box. Anyway, I bought one of these and I found a cutout, or I measured a cutout that would fit over the top of fit all of my my information, and this will fit inside right on top, and I'll have room to spare on the corner so I don't pinch any of my paperwork. And then all of that will fit, and I believe these are 13 by 11 manila envelopes. And you take that and you put your resume and the letter of recommendation you have, and your photo, the ones that are prints. These are 10 by 8s, and then you put them in these and you send it off to each of the individual agencies. So this kind of shotgun effect of where you're, no kidding, applying to all these agencies at once is a really, really great way, so you keep track of every time you send out applications to all these agencies. And you want to apply to everyone because you don't know which one's going to pick you up. Klutz happened to pick me up on my first go. Now, you can do this with a reel and without a reel. Sometimes they'll pick you because you have a look, which is, might as well get picked up if you can. I got picked up because of my look, whatever, because I didn't have a reel. And the second reason they might pick you up is because of a reel, because of the work you've been doing. So you do your first application and you might get into an agent based on your look alone. And then you go and you update your reel and you update your resume, and then you apply again and put a note whenever you apply in there, updated resume to include new work. And that's what your memo would be, like updated resume to include new work. And you send that out to the agents again. You repeat this process in a couple months. I'm going to link in the description. This minute's almost 10 minutes. This video is almost 10 minutes long. I'm going to link in the description the checklist. And additionally, I went and found all these agencies that I wanted to apply to, and I built the checklist of everything that they needed me to do. And that checklist included, like, do they need a letter of recommendation? Do they need a cover letter? Do they need a blah, blah, blah? Cover letter is one of the things that didn't include here. I did get my agency. I actually got in the door because of the cover letter. It's the only one that I sent out. It's the only one that was required. Was Klutz required a cover letter, and I used that and I inserted that in my package. Whenever I sent that all out, they contacted me and we set up a date to do the interview. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you guys. I'm going to link the resume, the headshots to go, and then the checklist for each one of these agencies that I found. You can update this checklist for yourself and then go out there and apply now, because they might pick you up on your look. You never know what they're looking for. And then go and apply in 3 months, again, after you've updated your resume. And I love you guys, and I hope this was informative, and I'll see you guys next time on the Actiri. I love you. Bye.